Y'all killing me with this.
This next part I thought was funny. I didn't even know about this whole like Tiptoes movie. Mathew McConaughey apparently did a movie called Tiptoes back in the day, and they're about to touch on it now. This also will shock you.
True. Did you know that when people watch the trailer for Tiptoes, that they think it's a sketch? Did you know that? That no one thinks it's real?
They think it's a what?
It's an SNL sketch. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
I've shown that to so many people, and they're like, when the fuck did SNL do this? I'm like, no, this is real, dude. Like, did you know?
It wasn't quite real, but it was real.
It was insane. The first time you see it, you're like, what the fuck is happening? Like,
look, they're all losing their minds. What's in that goddamn Porosos vodka? I do not know. This guy's losing it. Tom and Bert are losing it. Look at these two. All talking about this movie, Tiptoes, right? And they're going to show the trailer in a second. Wait until you see this goddamn shit.
Just play it for like 10 seconds for Bert. Here, put the hands on. This is one of the craziest things that I've ever seen. And I've enjoyed it so much.
Together was perfect.
Right? Yeah.
Look, what I'm going to do here, because fuck their reactions, we do not have to focus on their reactions at all. We don't need them. I'm going to zoom in on just the trailer. We need you guys to get this, like, uncut. Like, you don't need no fluff. This shit is absolutely bananas. I couldn't even believe. You know how, like, sometimes people will say, they'll be like, man, you can't make a movie like that today. You know what I mean? When they talk about, like, old movies. This is 100% one of those movies. You will never get this shit across somebody's desk in today's day and age. But it happened back in the Disney. What is this, 2003 this movie came out. Look at this shit.
You're like, okay.
I've got to get going.
Hey, baby.
Hey, sweetie. I love you.
There's one small problem.
Hi.
Look at this bullshit. Look, they got... I couldn't, but when I saw this, I was fucking thrown aback. This whole episode's going to shock you folks. I'm going to tell you that right now. You know, furries. We got Tom Segura's final form. Now, we have Gary Oldman playing a midget, right? But he's not playing like how this is what's crazy. You could never do this now. Peter Dinklage would have a goddamn heart attack if you tried to do this bullshit now. He's playing a midget. Like, you remember when you were like a kid and you wanted to pretend to like be smaller, so you would tie like shoes around your kneecaps and you would walk around the house on your knees, right? And you'd be like, you know what, 1.5 feet shorter or something like that, you know? You fuck around with people, you go, man, look at me, I'm all small and shit like that, you know what I mean? They got Gary Oldman doing the late great Gary Oldman. This guy is like one of the greatest actors of all time. And they got this guy dressed as a midget, and he's doing it like that. He's got his shoes tied around his knees right now. They're like green screening out his legs. You know, look at this shit.
Ralph, I'm his brother. We're twins.
Are your parents,
Yeah.
It can tear them apart.
I think you're gonna let me know that everyone in your family's a midget.
They're not midgets.
Look, his whole family's midgets. That's what the whole movie's about. Mathew McConaughey trying to find love. His whole family, they're all midgets. You can't even say that word anymore. This video might get demonetized because I said that word. Are we gonna bleep it out? No. You know what I mean? His whole family's midgets. This girl's like, yo, you could have fucking warned a brother. You know what I mean? That's what the whole movie's about. So now he's got like all these different midgets around, right? And they're all actual little people, dwarfs, if you will. All of the actors are all dwarfs except the main one. The main one is Gary Oldman, standing on his knees with shoes tied around them.
Dwarfs.
Whatever.
or bring them together.
That's Gary Oldman, dude.
Gary Oldman, Patricia Arquette, Peter Dinklage.
This is
Kate Beckinsale.
Bruno. Where's Mom Kathleen?
They're like, what's up with all these fucking midgets?
You could have prepared us for this, don't you think? If you embarrass me, I'll never speak to you again, so just get it together.
How's everybody drink?
I think maybe I'm pregnant.
When the girl gets left, it's
Now the girlfriend's pregnant. She's like, I don't know what we're gonna do. Is the baby gonna be a midget? Like, you know, this was all like, you could get away with these talking points back then in a movie. Have you guys ever seen the movie Tropic Thunder? You can't make a movie like that now. That movie was made in like 2016. Okay, like very, very classic stuff. Probably the only movie you'll ever see Robert Downey Jr. play blackface in. And trust me, we loved it.
Wait, this trailer's so good. I've never seen the trailer. This is so good.
You knocked up this great girl and you didn't tell her that her baby's probably gonna be little. I'm not like you.
Oh, you're dropping the real drama.
Look, speaking of Peter Dinklage, they even got him in here. He could have been the second lead, bro. Why they do my man Dinkley like that? See, this is before Game of Thrones. So, you know, he didn't have that, like, you know, he could be whatever, you know, type shit now. Now they cast Peter Dinklage. Did you see, what's the movie? He just did a movie with, like, Andrew Scholes. And it's like an old Western. This guy plays a goddamn bounty hunter. He plays a bounty hunter, like Django Unchained. Like, you know, we're getting bounties on men that like the courts and the federal judges want locked up. Dead or alive, here's your prize. You know, that he's like one of those bounty hunters. He plays in a dead serious ass movie where he is a bounty hunter. So, you know, now Peter Dinklage, he's got some weight after Game of Thrones. They could cast him as fucking anything. Back then, he didn't have that, you know? So he's just like some one-off character in this. He's just another one of the midge.
Don't discriminate against us.
You said these parties got a little wild. I never expected this. There's sure a lot of midgets around here. You better back off, Goldie Hawn.
Look, you heard that, girl? There's sure a lot of midgets around here. God damn, dude. You could say anything in 2003, huh?
My man can do what he wants to do.
I'm ready for an adult relationship.
What is this man doing in your bedroom?
Look, they got midget fights and that. You know what? This reminds me of the movie Gremlins. This is like Gremlins, right? This is like a scene out of Gremlins. You know what I mean? If you don't know about Gremlins, that was a movie back in the 90s, mid to late 90s. And basically it was like this guy bought this like cute little animal from this like Chinese street vendor, right? And the guy was like, oh, there's 2 rules. You can't get it wet and you can't feed it past midnight, you know? And the guy was like, okay, yeah, I got you. No problem, man. We're going to do good. Of course, the thing accidentally gets wet. The thing accidentally eats past midnight. And it becomes a whole debacle because when it gets wet, it starts multiplying like crazy. When it eats past midnight, it turns into this like goblin ghouly thing or something like that. And then next thing you know, there's like 1,000 gremlins in your apartment. They're all having a goddamn party. So this is like a scene out of Gremlins. You know, all these midges, they're running around. They're going crazy. You give these guys a little bit of alky past midnight. You get them a little wet with that alcohol. You give them a couple hors d'oeuvres past midnight. These midges are going to start running amok.
There's sure a lot of midgets around here. You better back off, Goldie Hawn. My man can do what he wants to do.
I'm ready for an adult relationship.
What is this man doing in your bedroom?
Look, see, so now they're all running around. You know what I mean? All the gremlins.
This is chaos, dude.
a walk down the aisle.
Stevens,
Look, and he's Jewish. Look at that. Ethan Klein would love that. You know what I mean? Is this how your people portray the midges? You know what I mean? Is this how Jews see midgets in Hollywood? You know, you see them as crazy, deranged people that can't hold their shit together at the party? Is that what's going on here?
very lucky guy. Just hope he's smart enough not to screw it up.
Is just a beginning.
There'll be rough patches.
Look, even the doctor was a midget. Look at this shit. They took the cake with this one.
Smart enough not to screw it up.
Look at the
Is
doctor.
just a
Look, the doctor's a midget. He's only like 6 inches higher than the doorknob. This is crazy, dude. I'm like shocked that this movie actually exists.
There'll be rough patches, there's no doubt about it.
Canal Plus and Langley Productions proudly present command performances from Kate Beckinsale, Mathew McConaughey,
Just get really serious.
Patricia Arquette, and in the role of a lifetime,
The role of a lifetime. They gave Gary Oldman. This is Gary Oldman. The role of a lifetime, dude. That's the same guy who was in fucking Leon the Professional. You know? This guy This guy is like all-time actor. They're saying this is his role of a lifetime. You know what I mean? Like when I saw that movie, I was like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on here?" We're gonna end this Mathew McConaughey segment on his world-famous tuna. This guy, remember I told you he started getting kooky. He started getting a little kooky. You know what I mean? And this tuna, when you hear how this guy makes a fucking tuna salad. You know, I don't eat tuna salad. I am not a big tuna salad guy. You know, chicken salad, yeah, I'll do a little chicken salad. You know what I mean? But tuna salad, I gotta be hungry as fuck to want to eat a goddamn tuna salad sandwich. You know? And if Mathew McConaughey was making the tuna salad, I would have to be on death's door to try a spoonful of that, okay? Wait until you hear the way this guy is making his goddamn tuna.
Chinese mustard.
I've been using wasabi pretty liberally lately.
I do too. I like wasabi.
To mix up even with a tuna fish salad. I'm a tuna fish salad master.
Now, I know I'm pausing it a little early, but I'm going to tell you, the wasabi in the tuna fish salad, that's not the crazy part. Wasabi mayonnaise is shockingly good. If you've never tried it, try it. Do you have like a burger or something like just a little wasabi in the mayonnaise, just enough to turn it green, that will change your fucking world on mayonnaise. I tell you, okay? So he's not, right now he's spitting facts, okay? And that's going to change soon.
Jamaica.
Really?
Yeah. Every Sunday night, clean out the fridge, mosquito style, gonna make a badass tuna fish.
So do you
that'll
put,
last through the week.
so when, explain your tuna fish to me, because my wife's a redneck, and so she has pickled jalapenos, candied jalapenos in her tuna fish.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, I want to hear yours.
Well, it's a long list of all kinds of things. I mean,
Okay, celery?
It starts with the base. You get your good tuna.
Yeah.
Next, you got to watch how much lemon and vinegar you add, because if you add the mayo mixed with wasabi and a little thyme dressing,
Shut the fuck up.
Come on.
I didn't even think about putting wasabi into my
it.
fucking tuna fish.
whip it up.
Look, all right, Bert already starting with this crazy shit. Shut the fuck up! I hate Bert. I hate his interruptions. Watch how he does this. Look at his fucking face when he does this.
Shut the fuck up.
Come on.
I didn't even think about putting wasabi into my
it.
fucking tuna fish.
Losing his fucking mind over this. What are we doing? And Tom's looking at Mathew like, he's like, please don't mind my friend. He's like, he's just, he's a little drunk, so don't mind him.
Whip it up, a little light green. Get that in there on the tuna, and because if you put whatever you put on the tuna first is going to soak it up. So
You're blowing my mind right now. You're blowing my mind. It's like the first time someone told me how to finger someone, and I didn't know that you weren't just supposed to stick it in and leave it there. And I go, oh yeah, it would make sense to move it around. You're telling me tuna fish.
It is like
tuna
that.
fish. If I would get high-end tuna, of course I'd put wasabi on it.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I put it on my tuna fish?
No, it's a good idea.
right.
Bert is such a fucking cuck. Look at this fucking guy's face. You're blowing my mind right now. You're blowing my mind. Eat some wasabi on it. Okay. You never put two different foods together before like that? Huh? It's really fucking you up that bad. You're fucking rich. God. Hire a chef.
So
We
then
fucked this interview up. We
get a
should have been
base.
talking about this the whole time.
get a base.
Yeah.
And then all the rest of the stuff from the chopped red onions or the dill pickled gherkins. I'll finally slice the dill pickled gherkins. There's a jalapeno product now that it's been seared in hot oil, so it's crispy jalapeno chips.
So look, listen to this. We have wasabi mayonnaise, which is once again not bad. He's obviously rich. He's probably using like some crazy grade A tuna steak. You know what I mean? So we're in the clear right now. He starts throwing in red onions. Now I'm like, what are we doing here? He's finally dicing up pickled gherkins. I'm like, whoa. You're starting to fuck this up, man. Now he's moving on to pickled jalapeno chips. Like crispy jalapeno chips, right? So like now by the time you throw the chips in there, they're going to get all like soggy and weird. There's going to be like mush breading mixed into the tuna salad. Like, you know what I mean? So we're not off to a good start here.
To give it a little crunch, I come in with, to balance that out. At the end, I do go, I'll go with some apple for some sweetness, a touch of agave if it gets.
He puts apples and agave in. Dude, we're like 7 ingredients in on this fucking tuna salad.
To balance out that wasabi here.
Yeah.
And at the end, I do go, man. I always have corn in there. Always.
Fucking corn, this guy puts fucking corn in this goddamn tuna. I'm losing my shit, dude. Wasabi, red onions, pickled gherkins, apples, agave. He's got fucking crispy jalapeno crunchy chips in there, corn. What are we doing here? This is tuna salad. Is just mayonnaise and fucking tuna. You don't have to start mixing all the other shit in there. Throw some celery. He didn't even say celery. Celery is like classic chicken tuna salad. That's a classic right there. I'm not hearing one bit about celery.
Got corn.
Really?
Oh yeah. And then at the end, I'll go some frozen green peas.
Frozen green peas, bro.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I can't, dude. You throw in frozen green peas. So I'm going to do it all for you again. He's got wasabi mayonnaise, tuna, red onions, finely diced pickled gherkins, crunchy jalapeno chips, apples, agave, corn. And at the end, he throws in frozen green peas. This is Mathew McConaughey's world-famous tuna salad. The look of satisfaction on his face right now. He literally is like looking at Bert and Tom like, now you guys got it. You guys got the keys, man. I put you guys on because that is fucking cool, man. Like, that tuna salad, man, you're going to eat that tuna salad. It's going to change your whole perspective, man. It's going to make you so goddamn cool, man. You eat that tuna salad, man. Like, he's legitimately... I was like, what the fuck are we doing with this goddamn tuna salad, you know? So let's give it up for Mathew McConaughey's world famous tuna salad. I was like, what the hell are we doing here? Like, what? Listening to that bullshit, I was shocked when I heard that fucking tuna salad shit.
And hold my fart like a bong rip.